Welcome to SHADO Ground Forces. I'm Colonel Chipman. I'll be giving you a briefing today. Remember, if you need further details, consult your technical manual. Available from our cover story, the Jerry Anderson Shop, as it's called, which allows SHADO personnel to receive equipment in a timely manner. If a UFO gets past Moonbase or is shot down by Sky One, that's where we come in.
Try using the dog to locate the alien.
Chances are it can pick up the scent.
Yes, sir.
A lot of your time will be spent training or in one of the underground vehicle bays where you'll also be bringing back UFO wreckage for analysis. If there is an alert that involves mobiles, head down to level E for further instruction. You'll be told which marker's universal truck to board and what the mission objectives are. Drivers, please remember that your carrier exit is different than the main exit. Don't get them mixed up. We've had some trouble with this lately. Also remember, you're faster than the mobiles, so your job is to get out of Harlington Straker as secretly as possible and then go fast. Speed is of the essence. If the mission requires an airdrop, you'll be coordinating with the Valkyrie transport, which are based at Heathrow and LAX currently. There are three types of mobiles: reconnaissance, control/command, and assault. Your most common assignment will likely be reconnaissance. It is vital to find and stop the aliens as soon as possible. Be on alert at all times, ready for a variety of dangerous situations. The control or command module will be easy to spot. It has a huge antenna right there at the top. You'll find the coordinating colonel and at least one specialist. There's sensitive detection equipment, radar, charts. Generally, they're deployed when there's at least 3 mobiles in the field at the same time. Assault mobiles have limited staff and a range of about half a mile. Weapons include an automatic turret.
All mobiles stand by for rapid fire. All mobiles, fire.
That can fire 300 rounds a minute. And if the situation gets serious, we have artillery depth charges and impact-triggered mortars.
Mobile 1, fire.
Regardless of type, mobiles are heavily armored with special composite glass, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Most of the time. Unless you're near an explosion, or shrapnel, or a UFO attacks, or a UFO self-destructs. But I mean, that doesn't happen that often.
SM3, can you hear me? Come in, SM3.
There are advantages to mobiles. They are amphibious, have great visibility for the drivers, have air conditioning, and room for snacks. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Colonel Foster has an entire ice chest in the back of his mobile with drinks. Everyone wants to be his navigator. Just remember, even in the best terrain, your mobile can only go 40 miles an hour. So speed isn't really one of the advantages.
Head back to the ridge.
So it's really important to listen to your colonel and think on your feet at all times. Generally, there will be a driver and a navigator who will also manage equipment like the searchlight. For special missions, security personnel will likely be in the aft compartment or part of your main crew, especially with UFO landings where the aliens might have survived. Mobiles are versatile, but they can't cover every single terrain type. And in addition, you might be in a reconnaissance mobile and then suddenly we need to do an assault. So usually we'll disembark and use rocket launchers instead on foot. And that's where having a bunch of security personnel in your aft transport compartment suddenly becomes really handy. SHADO will ensure that you are in peak physical shape in addition to your usual psychological examinations. Just don't party too hard the night before. At least that's Colonel Foster's advice. And I've heard some pretty wild stories about some kind of an incident in the steam room. So I believe him on this. The first thing to do when arriving on the scene is to establish a perimeter around the crash area. Likely your transport will begin staging in an open clearing or a car park nearby. If it's a reconnaissance mission, you'll then start a search grid pattern until you find either the UFO itself or evidence of wreckage. Once a location has been established, the mobiles will carefully approach, attacking from various directions, under coordination from the command module. Note that since water preserves the UFOs from degradation, be very suspicious of any body of water that you see, rivers, lakes. Turn off your mobile and listen. If there are no sounds of natural wildlife, report it to your colonel immediately. Although being assigned to mobiles can be dangerous, we are also the last line of defense for Earth, so we have to be at our best at all times. In addition, we are crucial to recovering alien technology for the researchers to analyze. Welcome to SHADO Ground Forces.